Emma Lawson, the young CEO of Lawson Motors, stood inside her luxury dealership, staring at her prized limited edition sports car. For 3 frustrating months, every master technician had failed to repair its mysterious engine problem. The dealership's reputation suffered daily, and Emma refused to accept another excuse from her expensive engineering team. One by one, senior mechanics inspected the vehicle using advanced diagnostic computers. Every report suggested replacing costly parts, yet nothing solved the problem. Thousands of dollars disappeared without results. Emma finally announced, "If nobody can fix this engine today, stop wasting my time and move on forever." Across the street, single father Ethan Brooks finished repairing an old family sedan inside his tiny garage. His 10-year-old daughter Sophie handed him a wrench with a cheerful smile. Since losing his wife years earlier, Ethan balanced raising Sophie while keeping the struggling repair shop alive through honest hard work. A delivery driver stopped by Ethan's garage and casually mentioned the dealership's impossible Ferrari-like sports car. "Even million-dollar technicians gave up," he laughed. Sophie looked at her father excitedly. "Maybe you should help them." Ethan smiled politely. They'd never asked someone from a small neighborhood garage like ours. Later that afternoon, the dealership's tow truck unexpectedly broke down outside Ethan's shop while transporting Emma's disabled sports car. With no choice available, the driver asked Ethan if he could temporarily inspect the vehicle until another truck arrived. Ethan agreed without expecting anything beyond helping a stranded customer. He carefully opened the hood and ignored the expensive electronics at first. Instead, he listened closely to the engine while manually rotating several components. Years of practical experience taught him something computers often overlooked. A faint metallic sound immediately caught his attention. "This doesn't sound like an electronic failure," he whispered. Ethan removed a protective cover and discovered a tiny, cracked timing gear hidden deep inside the engine assembly. The damage was almost invisible unless inspected from a specific angle. Every previous technician had relied entirely on computer diagnostics instead of patiently observing the mechanical system with experienced hands and careful hearing. Using a replacement gear from his trusted parts supplier, Ethan worked late into the evening while Sophie organized his tools. Together, they carefully reassembled the engine. Just before midnight, Ethan turned the ignition key. The powerful engine roared smoothly to life, filling the quiet garage with an unforgettable sound of success. The next morning, Emma arrived expecting another disappointing update. Instead, she found her sports car parked outside Ethan's modest garage, engine running perfectly. She stared in disbelief before slowly walking around the vehicle. "How is this possible?" she asked quietly. Ethan simply smiled and handed her the repaired timing gear. "You trusted computers," Ethan explained. "I trusted the sound the engine was trying to tell me." Emma examined the tiny broken gear, realizing such a simple fault had defeated her entire technical department. Pride quickly turned into respect as she recognized genuine skill standing before her instead of expensive equipment. Emma insisted on paying Ethan far more than his repair invoice requested. He politely accepted only the standard repair cost. "Honest work deserves honest payment," he replied. His answer surprised everyone present. Sophie smiled proudly, knowing her father valued integrity more than impressive numbers written on expensive checks. Impressed by his character, Emma visited Ethan's garage again the following week. She offered him a partnership instead of a job. "Train my technicians," she said sincerely. "They know technology, but you've reminded me they also need patience, observation, and humility." Ethan accepted after ensuring family always remained his first priority. Months later, Lawson Motors became famous not only for luxury vehicles, but also for honest craftsmanship. Ethan's practical training transformed young mechanics into better problem solvers. Emma often admitted during interviews, "The greatest expert I ever met wasn't inside a $1 million dealership. He was a single father working in a small neighborhood garage." Every evening after work, Ethan still closed the garage beside Sophie just as before. Success had improved their lives, but it never changed who they were. Whenever customers praised his talent, Ethan simply smiled and said, "The best repairs begin by listening carefully, because every engine has its own story to tell."